Hello, I'm Doc sitting with witness. What's your name, sir?
Paul Rogerson,
And you're actually a fireman.
fireman, yes, based at Yankee in Swalwell, Gateshead.
So you attend to accidents.
Yes.
Okay.
Road traffic collisions all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe in your own words? I've got a map here that I'd like you to. I'll keep it in the same direction as it is in
Yes.
the real world.
Okay.
So if you can just look at the map and then
Yep. So
I'll turn the thing around so you can. Yeah. Where were you when it happened? What did you
So-
see here? Whatever.
I was filling my car up with diesel on the last pump at this side.
That's number 8, I think.
I think, yeah, I'm not entirely sure of number 8, but it was just
The very last one.
very last one, and I was just looking out as I was filling my car up.
What time was it roughly?
It was dark, so maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock something like that.
I think it's just few minutes past 9.
Few minutes past 9, yeah? Okay. So I was looking out, just looking at the cars and the traffic with extra traffic lights and things like that, just generally looking out. So Doc and I began to pull out nice and slow, hazard lights on, every indication showing that he was coming out. A large lorry then kept on going, grabbed a hold of his car. The car then was on the lorry's left-hand side, and the lorry still kept on progressing. Didn't hear the crunch or the crashing. I then persisted to walk across, leave my car, go onto the road, side of the pavement, and then started waving at the truck driver. Still didn't see anything. I acknowledged even that I was there. The lorry continued to go down the road, as shown here, right the way through to this red circle, where Anand's car then began to turn. It turned and was horizontal on the front bumper of the lorry, and the lorry kept on going until Anand's car was eventually flown out on the right-hand side of the lorry on this side of the road. The lorry then continued down the road and turned left with no inclination that he'd seen anything at all.
So do you think the lorry heard the sound?
Well, if he
Or saw it because lights were on, hazard lights, everything on?
if he had, I would be amazed if he didn't hear it, because everyone, including myself, in the garage and passers-by and people in cars all look towards the. I mean, you know when a car's hit another car because you can hear it, and the fact that it dragged you in the car along the road for an extended period of time. The noise was persistent and constant, so it was. I would be amazed that he didn't hear that.
So ultimately the car stopped near the fences, near the shops.
Yes,
Didn't it?
that's correct. Yes.
And I just don't know what was happening, and I'm thinking, why is my car going backwards?
Yes, that's it.
And then when we stopped somewhere near here, I think you came out.
So yeah, but once the car eventually came to rest, I could see that Dr. Nan was having a little bit of trouble exiting the car because the door was all smashed in and his leg was trapped between the steering column and the right hand driver's door. So I opened the passenger door and offered my assistant to help pull him out through the passenger side. Eventually we got his leg free, and that's when the police cars arrived.
Yes, there was
thing the community service unmarked
police car, and 2 people came out, a policeman and a community service.
Yes, that's correct.
And they were very kind to me.
Yeah.
They said,
Nice
"Don't
people,
worry."
yeah.
And I said, "I'm not drunk. I haven't had a drink in 4 weeks.
Yes.
But you can test me." And they said, "Not necessary." In fact, they were so good. They gave me a flask to drink tea from.
Oh, that's nice.
Which was sweet.
That's nice.
And then we pushed the car, didn't we? Did you help push the car?
So the policeman asked for some help to push the car into the garage because it was blocking the traffic. So me and this other policeman with Dr. Nand at the
So I was at the wheel, sitting on the passenger side with the
Yes,
steering,
that's
and we
correct.
brought the car here near this sign where this car is.
in the
is
middle
shown.
bay
Yes.
of the Tesco garage.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I hope they get found out.
Yes, me too. I hope so, because that I had all, from what we see in the fire service, I had all the hallmarks of someone who was either overly tired or under the influence. So
Do you do much of this kind of work as a fireman? You must be cutting cars and getting people out
every
of them.
every week.
So you know what it's about.
Every month there's always usually a road traffic collision where we'll have to cut people out. The last road traffic collision we had was at the Lobby Hill roundabout, where the guy actually died in the middle of Lobby Hill roundabout.
Well,
So
I don't know how I'm safe and
Yeah.
sitting here having a coke with you.
it was scary because when the car was horizontal with his bumper, the car was tipping
Yes.
up like that to the point where if it had gone over onto its lid,
The car could have rolled over.
the car could have rolled and the lorry could have possibly gone over it, or your injuries may have been. Because when we were training with the fire service, it's actually a proven thing. If the car goes over onto its lid, you're a lot more likely to
for neck
be injured,
fractured neck and
death,
things like that.
everything.
Okay.
So definitely a serious incident which needs looked into. Definitely.
I'm so grateful to have met you. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.